Welcome to a Schizo's Guide to Betting on UFC Fight Night, Brady versus Edwards. Starting off hot with Guram Kutaledze versus Kai Fernandez. Doesn't matter, Brazilian dude. Almost slipped an N word there. Okay, start. Guram Kutaledze. I mean, he's a heavy favorite going into this fight, and he should be, to be honest. He has great wins in his career, like beat Jordan Vucenic, who I rate very highly. But he has defeated Matheus Gamrot too by split decision, was a robbery, but it counts. I mean, he can win by a split decision robbery this week, and it will still count. So the safest bet in this regard is Guram Kutaledze by decision, but I can't help but think that Guram struggled against Brazilian Muay Thai guys. By guys, I mean just one guy here, uh, Elvis Brenner. I mean, even with Elvis Brenner, he was beating the shit out of Elvis for 2 rounds, and then he just got KO'd. But Fernandez has a significantly greater KO ability. He has like what 7, 8 KOs in the first round, something wild like that. Wait, just let me check here. So a Kai Fernandez money line at plus 330 doesn't even sound that bad. And a Kai Fernandez at KO must be around like plus 700 in that ballpark or like by decision even. Yeah, he has 5 wins by TKO in the first round and he has like 9 wins, 11 fights total in his career. Yeah, not a bad pick to go with Kai Fernandez. Yeah, I will leave it up to you in this here. But the schizo in me tells me that Kai Fernandez by KO is the move here. Or Graham by decision. You can hedge both of them to be honest for a safer bet but more gains. This is really not a money fight here. Moving on, Nathan Fletcher versus Kyle and Logran. Yeah, let's. Nathan Fletcher has the home ground advantage. He's also a featherweight, a former featherweight. The fight is at bantamweight now, so he will have some sort of weight advantage. He already has the height and reach advantage, and I don't think Logran is going to take him down and dominate him. Nathan Fletcher on the ground. The dude has like 7 submissions. So Fletcher by decision, as I don't think that Fletcher also has a great opportunity submitting or finishing Kyle Logran. Nathan Fletcher's game, it's more likely going to be a slow paced boxing match, and Fletcher is just going to edge Logran slightly. And I think every round, to be honest, 30-27 unanimous decision goes to Nathan Fletcher. Puja Tomar versus Shannon Brennan. Now, this is a fucking great fight, actually, guys. Now, originally, I was going to go for, as I go in all the female fights, that fight to go to decision. But we are going to be mixing it up a little today. Now, India might suck. Asia in general might suck. These guys have been unable to produce us UFC champion in history. Like the best guy they have is Song Yadong right now, and he's pretty much an American. Like bro is not even Chinese anymore. He's barely Asian now. Outside of Zhang Weili, Asian women are way stronger than Asian men. So Puja Tomar by decision is the move here, guys. Be smart, okay? Next up, Marcin Tybura versus MIck Parkin. Yeah, let's just go with the undefeated British prospect here. Now Tybura can project him, but MIck Parkin trains with Tom Aspinall. Not that it matters really. I mean, great fighters have very shared training partners, as they do. But a 10-0 undefeated prospect in heavyweight looks good. This division, like, who does heavyweight have? Random Brazilian big guy, brought straight from the fucking, I don't know, LFA or something. Who- Heavyweight division has nothing going on for it. We don't even have a real champion here. So Wishing that a prospect remains good, remains unfraud checked, is that too much to ask, really? So let's give us MMA fans a little W by choosing the MIck Parkin money line. I hope I don't regret this. Loner Kavanagh versus Felipe dos Santos. I'm going with Felipe dos Santos, okay. Felipe dos Santos trains at shooter box. Yeah, it's about time he goes on his Charles Oliveira win streak right now. And his last loss to Andre Lima wasn't that bad. I mean, we all know that Andre Lima is legit now. So, and Loner Kavanagh has not really been that proven. And I will take Felipe dos Santos at plus 300. I think it's a 50-50 fight, and the odds are just too stacked against our buddy Felipe over here. And if you're going with Loner, just go by decision because Felipe isn't getting finished. He really showed his grit and his heart when, I don't know, Andre Limas tried to submit him 5-6 times. Yeah, somewhere around that. Shit was something crazy. I think I have left a fight here, but maybe we'll see. J. J. Herbert is Chris Perhila. J. Herbert is old man. He his primary game was his KO power, and he has lost that. So he's left with pretty much nothing. And Perhila's last win over Zhu Rongzhu has aged pretty well. I mean, Zhu Rongzhu has that dog in him. So you know what? Just off of momentum, I'm going with Chris Pahila. Jay Herbert is has low has his last four fights have been decisions. His last fifth fight was the KO loss to Ilya Tupuria. Yeah, I don't think this guy just has that KO power in him anymore, and I don't trust him to win a decision here. Nathaniel Wood was Morgan Charrier. Morgan Charrier fights are always these close split decisions. I mean, how many split decisions does this guy have? He has like 8 split decisions to his name. Now, granted, he won some of them, which is an achievement, I guess, if you want to count it as one. But are you really going to trust him? Like, if he makes it another close, slow fight, I think the judges are going to be giving it to the hometown guy, Nathaniel Wood, over here. Not even by a robbery, it's just that I think Nathaniel would be doing more actions in the ring. He would be more active in the ring. He would just control time him, to be honest here, like momentum wise, if you catch my drift. He will just be more active in there, and the judges will see that activeness and award it. So I will just Nathaniel Wood by decision is a very reasonable bet here. I think I skipped a fight here. Yeah, Andrey Pulyaev versus Christian Leroy Duncan. I skipped the fight for a good reason, and I'm really not going to tell you guys who to bet on here. CLD not very good. I'm not going to pretend he's very good. Okay, guys. What's this guy's age? 29 years. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. And I don't know who Andrey Pulyaev is, so just if you want to bet on this, like you're getting that age, put like 10 cents on whatever pays the most, like Pulyaev by decision or Pulyaev by KO or Pulyaev by submission, or maybe CLD by submission has a good return. Yeah, zero submissions in his career. He has one. Fuck. Decision two. Yeah, you can go for that. I just noticed he has whenever the fight goes to the decision, this motherfucker loses. His only two losses are by decision, so let's just go with the Russian dude. By decision. Andrei Pulyev by decision. That's the move. Plus 800, guys. We're going to be rich tonight. Molly McCain versus Alexia Thainera. Yeah, Molly McCain is a can. She isn't winning. Alexia Thainera. To be honest, normally I would recommend a women's fight to go to decision, but you never know with Molly McCann. She might actually get finished. Jordan Vucenic versus Chris Duncan. Yeah, Jordan Vucenic is winning this. He went up a weight class and fought and pretty much knocked out Guram Kutaledze. Yup. I think he can get this done. Chris Duncan is not even that. Chris Duncan is pretty good, to be fair. But I don't think his takedowns or grapplings is that strong enough to win 2 rounds. I mean, he was doing pretty fine in the grappling department against Kuram, but it was, if that fight had not been short notice, Vucenic would have won that. So going off that, I think he will easily win this fight. Kevin Holland versus Gunnar Nelson. Holy fucking shit! How many fights do we have left? Kevin Holland might have lost his drive to fight, 45-70. The most important thing about this matchup is if Gunnar Nelson knows what's a 45-70 is. Because if he does not know what a 45-70 is, he's fucked, man. Now, being serious here, I think Gunnar is like 36-year-old, and he has not been the most active fighter. And the fights at welterweight, where just Kevin Holland seems to have performed well. And Gunnar Nelson has been KO'd by Santanibio Ponzinibbio, which is not a very good look. Like if Santanibio Ponzinibbio can do that, Holland is going to also KO you. He can do it. He's knocking you the fuck out, buddy. But at the same time, if it goes to the ground somehow, because Kevin Holland is dumb, guys. People forget, man. Kevin Holland is a fucking dumbass. And if it goes to the ground, I think Nelson might just catch an easy submission. Like remember the time Kevin Holland gave that Kevin Holland gives free submission wins. You know that, right? I'm going with Kevin Holland just because he's the underdog, and I think Nelson is kind of old. I think it's a tune-up fight for Holland. So that he can win once again and go back to jobbing to guys who are actually good. A can must this is to for the minor aura gain so that another aura merchant can gain more aura off of KOing Holland in the first round. Something like that. So Holland money line is the answer here. I'm not sure if I want to go by decision or KO. Submission is very unlikely by Kevin Holland, so just don't go for that, I guess. Jan Blachowicz versus Carla Solberg. Yeah, Jan Braholo. I just can't pick Carlos Solberg. Motherfucker struggled with Volkan Ozdemir, guys. Blachowicz is so much better than that. Blachowicz broke Israel Adesany's 20-fight win streak. KO'd Rakic and Reyes. Well, he kind of broke Rakic's leg, but that counts. I mean, if he breaks Ulberg's leg, that fight is getting stopped. That's a TKO right there. You can argue he beat Ankalaev and Alex Pereira. Like the Ankalaev fight was a draw, and that's the closest Ankalaev has come to losing since I don't know the Paul Craig loss. And Alex Pereira pretty much won by a close split decision. So you can argue that he won both of these fights. There's a real argument of him being the best light heavyweight in the world right now, and he's somehow an underdog. So yeah, I'm going with Jan Blachowicz. I think he can KO a Carlos Ulberg, but Blachowicz also took down Alex Pereira. Something which Ankalaev failed to do. So he's just the most complete fighter over here. He can just take Carlos Ulberg down repeatedly. I know Ozdemir failed at that, but Ozdemir is not Blachowicz, so there's that. Leon Edwards is Sean Brady. Now I'm going to have a pretty casual take over here. That it's going to be just like Bilal versus Edwards. And now I understand that I sound like a casual over here, confusing Bilal and Brady like they aren't that same. But I think Brady's top pressure is pretty good. He's also unsubmittable. He has a win over Craig Jones in grappling, making him a way better grappler than Edwards. To be honest, I think he's a better grappler than Bilal too. It's just that his striking is kind of mid or was bad at that time. Uh, but Edwards really doesn't have that activity. Just have the activity to put Brady away. So I think Brady will win a close control time decision over Edwards. Like if this was a title fight, people would be screaming robbery, but because no one cares about this fight, Brady will get that easy win and move on. Yeah. I think 5 rounds is a lot of time for Brady to just take him down, keep him there. Edwards, that is. and just win a slow decision. He might even actually get a late finish here, but I really don't doubt that. So yeah, Brady by decision is the final pick over here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good one.